Welcome to Kickstart This, and we're talking about another local Kickstarter today. And little known fact, that song you just heard is actually the song you're supposed to listen to while you read the book. I mean, Kyrun told me, he said it was, we were honored. Welcome, Kyrun Silva, who you guys all know has another Kickstarter in the works right now. It's up, it's going strong. And we just want to get a few more people on board with this so we can reach some stretch goals and blow this thing out of the water. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I am having a fantastic morning. It's beautiful outside here in Sacramento. It's Sunday. These are all wonderful things. It's WrestleMania weekend.
Did you watch last night's?
I unfortunately did not. I had to get some recaps because I had something I had to do. But I was getting a text from friends constantly. Oh my God, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's 60. Yeah. He's still going. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I didn't watch the entire thing. I watched the Stone Cold match. I watched the Charlotte Flair Ronda Rousey match. The other parts I missed because I was out with family getting dinner, things like that. But you know, I'm excited for day 2, which is crazy that there's now 2 days of WrestleMania. I mean,
it's a full weekend.
Considering when WrestleMania first started, it was this, unknown thing, and now we're stretched on to 2 days. I mean, that's ridiculous now.
Yes, and the entire network devoted to these things. It's absolutely crazy. But we're not here to talk about that. This is not the Sunday brunch that we did before. We have a purpose here today.
I mean, I could talk about wrestling all day if you want.
We'll have to do a podcast just for that. So we're here to talk about a Kickstarter, which you are no stranger to. You have had many successful Kickstarters, which is fantastic. Congratulations on all of those. It's always good to see the books hit the shelves in the shop and see them in people's hands. But we're on to another one, Starcore. And this is something new. It's not an issue 2, an issue 3, like you've done on some of the others. What can we expect from Starcore?
What you would expect is a coming-of-age story that is very much like the old Saturday morning cartoons that I grew up with back in the 80s and 90s. It's a sci-fi adventure series that centers around Corey Ramirez. He's a teenager going through high school, and he's dealing with the standard things of high school, trying to figure out where he wants to do with his life, where he wants to go. And he's struggling with that because everybody else around him, all his friends, seem to have their lives ready to go. And he's just trying to get through each day. Actually, if you notice, I always hate doing this, but that is his suit. Wow, that's really bad. But that's him right there in his suit.
We'll have pictures of it.
But Corey is dealing with things at home with his mom. His mom's a single parent helping to raise Corey and his little sister. He's trying to get through school, and then he finds this alien battle suit, and he's like, "What's going on?" But this alien battle suit now puts him on the government's task force. There's an anti-alien task force that this government has. It's called ACT, and now they're hunting him down because they don't know what Corey is. They don't know Corey's human. They just think he's this, threat. So there's a lot going on in this story, but it's going to be a full action adventure, a bunch of fun, and hopefully people check it out.
What does ACT stand for?
Alien Counter Task Force.
Okay, perfect. I always love those. Those are fun. Yeah. So like you said, this is a coming of age, but we got a lot of action and adventure. And how is this a self-contained, or are you planning on doing a mini series, or are you leaving it open-ended?
It's definitely going to be an ongoing series. And what's really cool about this, that I was finally able to figure it out, is this story and things that splinter out of Starcore are going to finally connect the other series in my universe, with Shaman's Destiny, Saw Lightning Wielder, and Ruby for Planet Oz. What happens around Starcore will actually finally connect the other series and make it a one universe. Because everybody, since I came out with Saw, everybody's like, well, does Saw connect with Shaman's Destiny? And they came out with Ruby. They're like, well, are they all in the same universe? And I never really figured it out until now. I figured out a way to have them all connect with this.
Nice. That's kind of fun. So they can read this on their own, but anybody who has read the others or wants to pick up the others, ultimately there's going to be a lot more that they can get out of it as a whole.
Yes. And if you are a fan of my other books, and this is a little bit down the ways, but if you are a fan of my other books, there is going to be a major crossover between the 4 characters and all the books. But that's probably a couple years down the way. But I do have it planned out.
Okay. Now, they know we're going to show them a video here for Starcore in a minute, and we're going to talk about how it came about. But what are the other books, and how many issues can they get, and where can they get them?
Well, I have 3 other series right now. There's Shaman's Destiny, which there's a full trade back of that, which contains 6 issues. There is Saw the Lightning Wielder, which is 3 issues of that series. And then there's Ruby from Planet Oz, which currently has 1 issue. Those you can all get at tauruscomics.com.
Okay, and one thing, of course, that people need to understand with this, and here's a great reason to support these books no matter what, is that this is a lot of work juggling all of this stuff. Because although you're not doing everything, you're not writing, drawing, inking, coloring, it adds an extra element that people don't think about when they pick up a comic and enjoy it, because he is the mastermind behind all of this. So that means you gotta write, you gotta find an artist. If you're not gonna do it, you gotta find an inker, you gotta find the colors, you have to do the editing, you have to do the formatting, you have to do all the marketing. There is a ton of stuff to do in this. And so when you see somebody like Kyrun coming together with this and bringing so many books together, it's not a small feat. It requires quite a bit of work. And actually,
while you were talking about all the marketing I'm doing with Starcore, I am currently writing issue 4 of Saw the Lightning Wielder. I actually finished the first draft a week ago. I'm going through edits right now. And on top of that, I'm drawing a comic book for a friend of mine. His name is Sean Barbour, and his book is called I Drive for Cerber. And I'm about 14 pages of artwork done for that book. And that's. So on top of all that, I'm still doing all the promotion, still helping out around the house with my family and take care of my dogs. And yeah, it's a lot of work, like you said.
Yeah, no, it is definitely a lot of work. Well, let's go ahead and watch the video, and then we can find out a little bit more about Starcore and what you guys can expect from the Kickstarter.
Cool. Hey everyone, I'm Kyrun Silva from Taurus Comics and co-host of the Four Tales podcast. Now, in the past, I brought to you my books, Shaman's Destiny, Saw the Lightning Wielder, and Ruby from Planet Oz. But today, I'm here to bring you the next pillar of the Taurus Comics universe. That is Starcore. Starcore is a coming-of-age story that's centered around Corey. Corey is a high school student who is struggling to help his single mom and also keep his grades up. His friends all seem to have something going for them, while his life seems to be going nowhere. Now everything changes for Corey when he finds an alien stone that gives him access to a superpowered battlesuit. Now that battlesuit doesn't come without its own problems. One of those problems is ACT, the government's Alien Counter Task Force. Now their job is to assess any alien activity and determine the threat level it presents to the United States. And let me tell you, they usually employ the mentality of shoot first, ask questions later. Now, Starcore is written by myself and features artwork by Marcos Martinez. Marcos' amazing animated style fits perfectly with the Saturday morning cartoon look and feel the book is going to have. Now, if you are fans of series like Darkhawk, Guyver, Ben 10, Tech Jacket, or movies like The Last Starfighter or Flight of the Navigator, then you will probably want to check out this book. But enough about the book, let's talk about the other rewards you can get on this Kickstarter. Besides the book, of course, you can get variant covers of the book, t-shirts, hats, prints, buttons. You could even be drawn into the book as a background character. Even if you just want the book, I'm throwing in 3 amazing digital comic books as bonuses. That's 4 books for the price of 1 campaign. So take a moment, look through all the rewards available, and make the best choice for you. I appreciate you taking a moment to check out the campaign, and I cannot wait to get this book into your hands. But until then, sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of yourselves.
Nice. Did you do the video yourself? Oh, I think you're muted.
The first portion of the video, where we have the cut scenes of all the images from the book, a friend of mine, his name is Chris Thomasma. He's another comic creator. He did that, but all the other edits I did myself.
The opening and the ending is pretty slick.
Thank you. There's a software I use to help me with stuff like that.
Okay, no, that looked really good. That was a great presentation. So you're giving away a ton of stuff. You went into it a little bit on there, but break down the tiers for us. Let us know what they can expect.
Okay, so of course you get the book, but any person that gets a reward with a comic is going to get the Starcore series book plus 3 other indie comic books along with that. And I'm throwing in. Well, I'm going to be.
Hold on. What are those 3 books?
Oh, you want me to go into details of these 3 books? Okay. First book is Boston Metaphoric Society. Second book is called Delilah Blast. And third book is called Age of Yokai. They're different comic series from other indie comic creators around the country. And then they have different feels. So if you want to try something different, this is a great start for you. I'm also going to be, I guess I can announce this today. I have 2 other books that if we can reach, once we reach 90 backers, that will release 2 other books. One is called Hellbillies. I always say I pronounce these, not Hillbillies, but it's Hellbillies.
Okay.
And the other one, let me actually pull that up real quick, is called Zombies We're Human Too. So I'm trying to give away as many books as possible to people so that way you can try something different maybe you haven't been able to try in the past, and then give, everybody likes different things. This way you get a nice variety of books.
Okay, hold on. That title is fantastic. Zombies Were Human Too. Is it like they were human, or
yes,
we're human too?
It's it's WE''RE. So
we are human too, but it's a nice play because they were human too. I like that. And I got to say, this is a really neat touch. I out of the Kickstarters I've backed, I've never seen anybody doing that kind of a thing. It's really neat because not only are you giving your backers a little something extra, but you're at the same time supporting the small press community.
Yeah. And if you know me long enough, I'm always willing to share other creators' work and get their stuff out there. Because like you mentioned, we are a small press and we don't get a lot of the marketing opportunities that Marvel, DC, Image Comics has. So if I can spread my book and also somebody else's along, I'll do it.
That's awesome. Okay, so they're gonna get that. We got kind of sidetracked with that. What else can they get?
You can get a print that's done by Nicholas Garza, who is another comic creator. He's actually from the Fresno area. There's an option for you to be drawn into the book. You can get one of those little custom-made Funko Pops of Starcore. There is a hat option if you're into hats. Everybody's gonna get a button of Starcore. You can get a shirt, which it's a little bit of a play of the Batman image, but it's really funny, I think, too. It just shows Starcore in all his different moods, but it's because he wears a helmet, you can't really see it.
Can't see anything, yeah.
If you're a retailer, you can get multiple copies of the Starcore series. I'm trying to think what else. You can get a custom sketch card for myself. And then if you maybe haven't tried any of my books in the past, you can actually, as an add-on, you can buy all of my books in both physical and digital copies.
Okay, that's awesome. I think you forgot the top tier, which is the pool party at Kyrun's.
Okay, well that's more of a stretch goal thing because I got to get the pool into my backyard first.
Oh, nice! We have to actually reach the price of the pool.
Yes. All right, so that's the when we hit $100,000 goal, then we get the pool party.
Then we get the pool party. Okay, that's
you can fly out and jump in the pool once it's done. Sure.
Nice. And as always, clearly support the thing and get your own copy. But we all have our local comic shops. Bring this to the attention of your local comic shop. We're all on social media. People are always sending me stuff, and I appreciate it, so I can check it out. Send this to your local comic shop. When you're in the store, talk to them about it, because they can get wholesale copies to sell to their customers who might not see this. So it's just another way to help the industry, help small press, and get something on the shelf other than Marvel and DC. Because, I love my Peter Parker, but there's got to be more out there than just that. So this is great. No, I mean, you're going strong. And do you have anything in mind for stretch goals?
I do have a couple things in mind, but I mean, because I want to get closer to the goal before I start announcing those things.
That's fair. That's fair. And how much time do we have left in the Kickstarter?
It says we have 19 days, but it's like 19 and a half days now. So 20 days basically.
Oh, that's
and
fair.
We're a little bit less than $900 left over, or a little bit more than $900 left.
Okay, that's nothing. That'll go. You always get those people who wait to the last minute, of course.
Yeah.
I did not, though. I jumped on this as soon as I saw it, and I was happy to see that it was up. And you're doing a good job in promoting it too, because a lot of the times these things get lost in the shuffle, and I was able to see your stuff pop up immediately, which was great.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and the algorithms on social media are so weird sometimes, so you got to find different ways to get out there and get your word out.
Yes. Now, do you have any cons coming up that you can help promote it at?
I do actually. Next week,
Lodi, right?
Crocker Con.
Oh no, it's Crocker. Lodi's not till May.
Yeah, so April 14th, I'll be at the Crocker Museum. I don't know if you're going to be there. I'm hoping.
Unfortunately, not this year.
Well, this convention's going to suck then if you're not going to be there.
I know. I missed all the conventions. We were supposed to do Impound together, and I had to cancel because I lost my help at the shop. I was going to do StatCon, and I couldn't do that one. So you will have to carry on in spirit for me while you're there.
Yeah. April 14th, be at the Crocker Art Museum. Hopefully, they still have it with everything that just happened this morning, but I'm sure they will.
Yes, no, we're going to go forward. This is always a great event. It's fun. The cosplayers come out. We've got podcasters there. You've got obviously all the small press. Some shops are going to go. So it is always a fun time, and you can get some food and drinks there too. They got their little deli, so it's great.
And apparently, I'm going to be on a panel there with a bunch of other creators. So come out and ask some questions.
Okay, that's awesome. What's it going to be about?
Black comic creators in the area.
Oh,
I don't know the official title yet,
but okay, excellent. So do you know who else is going to be on that with you yet?
My understanding is Robert Love, I think, is one of the people that are going to be on there. And I can't remember the other person's name. I'm not familiar with the other person that they have set up, but yeah, Robert Love, I know for sure is going to be there.
Well, that's great. That's April 14th. You can go down, you can talk to him, find out more about Starcore, take a peek at the books that he has available already. And then before you come to the shop next time, sir, we need to check on the availability of some of your issues, because I know we've sold out of a couple on the shelves.
Dope. I will be down. I think I'm actually planning on coming down this Wednesday anyways, because I got to get that new issue of Saga. So.
Yes, God, yes. That's all right. WrestleMania will hold you over today until Wednesday. Yeah. But everyone, please go take a peek. If we can show the link one more time to the Kickstarter before we go, just so everybody knows exactly where to go. Head over there now. Just go ahead and fund it. Local Sacramento guy. They probably already all know you. They've seen you at all the cons and at Free Comic Book Day and all that kind of stuff. So just fund it. Let's hit the mark so we can start announcing some stretch goals, and then we can get that book in our hand as soon as possible. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, sir. Always a pleasure. And you better get to work.
I'm always working.
All right. Well, enjoy your weekend, sir. I will see you on Wednesday. And then everybody out there, you have a wonderful Sunday. It is beautiful out there in Sacramento. It's going to be 82. That's absolutely perfect. I'm going to enjoy this before it hits 110.
Yeah.